Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Ya te abena. We're ready to start our day, so everybody please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off and bodies are still. Eyes are on the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Today is March 4th. Thursday, March 4th. And we're ready to start with some music. And I've decided to put the selection that we have for this week a little further towards the middle of the recording that Mrs. Neff has put on YouTube for us, so that you can hear more than just one or two instruments playing this song, this composition, because you know at the beginning we just have the snare drums, and then you can hear, I think it's an oboe that's played, and then we start to add more instruments. So this is what that same selection sounds like, more towards the middle where other instruments have been added. See if you can remember what it's called and the composer. Do you hear how it repeats? Now there are more instruments. So if you get a chance, watch the video on our YouTube channel. Okay, next we have art. Who was our artist this week? Albert Bierstadt, right. German-American landscape artist who focused mainly on the West. And in the 1800s, right after the Civil War, when there was a great movement out west, then people could see what it looked like. People who weren't able to go and visit, and then maybe wanted to go visit after they saw these paintings. So the first painting we saw from Albert Bierstadt was Rocky Mountain, Landers Peak, remember, in Wyoming, with the Shoshone Village down below. And then we had a storm in the Rocky Mountains. Mount Rosalie, remember, named after Bierstadt's wife, the mountain, Mount Rosalie, 1866, a storm. All right, then yesterday we had Yosemite Valley. And you could see the sun shining down between the big mountains there, making it look very beautiful. And then today we have the Sierra Nevada. And in this painting, there's some mountains in the background as usual, and there's some wildlife that's teeny tiny, so it makes you see the scale of how large the mountains are. And there's also that light, that feature where it looks like there's light coming down and shining on everything, makes it look like paradise. You ready to see? Sierra Nevada, painted between 1871 to 1873. Sierra Nevada. Okay, friends, we have one more painting from Mr. Albert Bierstadt for tomorrow, and then we can look forward to his paintings being in the hallway when we're at our new school. And whose birthday was it this week that we were celebrating? Dr. Seuss, great poet. And all of your parents and grandparents have enjoyed his books for many, many years. And so we have an excerpt from one of Dr. Seuss's poems. Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Shout loud, I am lucky to be what I am. Thank goodness I'm not a clam or a ham or a dusty old jar of gooseberry jam. I am what I am. That's a great thing to be. So if I say so myself, happy every day to me. And happy every day to all of us, for every one of you who are with us. So it's a great theme that we should celebrate ourselves. There's no one alive who has all of the talents and skills that you have. And so we're going to work your very best, be your very best, so you can share those with everyone. Okay, Sixth Amendment. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. If you have it memorized, say it with me. And then the Seventh Amendment. So these are the first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights, and they're the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution written by James Madison in 1791. Okay, Sixth Amendment. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. As I was going over those, it's remarkable to me to think about what could happen if you didn't have these rights. Could somebody just pull you off the street and say, we're going to this back room and you're going to be accused of this and you're put in jail and no one ever hears from you again? That would be a terrible thing. And that's why we have these rights, so that no governments get so strong that something like that could happen. I'm sure that happens in lots of other countries, but we are so fortunate to have the rule of law in our country and these Bill of Rights to protect us. Okay, Seventh Amendment. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. Seventh Amendment. So how many do we have left to learn in the Bill of Rights? If we have 7, 3 more to go. All right, friends, no birthdays today, so happy on birthday to everyone. So announcements, again, the parent-teacher conferences, teachers will be reaching out to set up conferences with you, and we're setting aside some days for that. The quarter will end on March 12th, and then that following week is our spring break, so we're off from the 15th to the 19th. Back to school, I believe it's the 22nd. So other announcements, Hojo had its very first game against another school in any sport yesterday. It was so exciting, and I was so glad I was able to go. And I do feel a little bit guilty about being able to go where lots of parents would like to have gone, and they couldn't. There's no one in the audience that's allowed. But our girls volleyball team did a great job. We didn't win, but we were in the lead for a while. It was not a blowout. It was tied for a good portion of the time. In the end, the other team did come out ahead on us, but we're going to have a rematch against that same team. So, for our very first game, good showing, lots of good serves. Girls did a great job. And tomorrow is our first cross-country meet, our actual meet that isn't just one that we had to come up with because of COVID and all the shutdowns. So, very first volleyball game, great job, girls. And cross-country meet tomorrow. That's all we have for announcements, so let's do our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.